Hey guys, Brian here with a new issue of the European Financial Forecast, and really maybe three things I want to highlight this month. First is this chart. I'm showing the 5 largest companies in the Stoxx 600 by market cap. We're going back through the lows in '08, and the first thing to point out here is that 3 of the top 5 companies are now luxury shares. Decade and a half ago, there were 0 luxury companies in Europe's top 10. Now 3 in the top 5. I'll get into this a little bit in the letter, but the dominance of luxury shares in Europe, it tells us a lot about the mood of the market. The more important part of this chart, however, is that these rallies are all stretched to the upside, at least from a wave standpoint. And I think a snap in any one of these companies is going to have big implications for all of the major indexes. Next, I want to point out this chart of cocoa bonds. If you've been with me for a while, you know we watch these bonds very closely. They are very useful. They give lots of early indications about where mood is going. Reason being, these are essentially bank bonds, but they are bonds that convert into worthless equity when a bank gets into trouble. So they're especially sensitive to these waves of optimism and pessimism. We watch them very closely. They've been very useful in the past, and I think they are giving out another important signal right now. Finally, last thing I want to highlight is interest rates, and I'm going to update this chart I showed about a year ago. This is a type of covered bond that approximates mortgage costs in Germany. A year ago, April 2022, we were tracking a third of a third wave, and the update on this chart is frankly pretty stunning. A lot of analysts are just now catching up to the problems in mortgage costs, in property values, in commercial real estate. Our rates analysis has been out in front of these trends because the waves have been crystal clear. They're still crystal clear. I'm going to update this chart and give you my thoughts on where things are going. That's about it. Enjoy the read, and I'll see you again soon.